Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last parts, at least for YouTube, we started off Stormblood. We did primarily nothing but all of the White Mage quests, which I'm still surprised I was actually able to do all the way through. But hey, at least I got those out of the way. Yeah, so Twitch didn't miss much. We are just in the Castrum Orions when we first arrived. So I meant to finish this off in the last video, but I guess I forgot. So let's finish this up. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Orions. Thank you, General. We are relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the Castrum since then? None. Save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. We've had barely any contact with them, but we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Balestera's wall wasn't enough, Ilberd summoned a primal right on their doorstep, and Garlemald does not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. It was a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make. And now we are bound by it for weal or woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Almegan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave it to you. Godspeed. Of all the casts from the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing elegant weapon and draconic primal. Omega and Shinryu, I think the shinobi called it? Anyway, we've been studying their trail of destruction, hoping it would lead us somewhere, which has singularly failed to do. Then 'tis like Omega fell to earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaged the stasis system. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming. We should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Tigirabania, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Alright. Diving off into Stormblood. As you've probably already heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters is located in a place called Rhalger's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Veladina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. Okay, I can do that. So how was everybody's weekend? And how was their Mother's Day? Mine was very long. Work sucked. As you can probably imagine how retail works with last minute shoppers, with holidays, understaffed, all that kind of fun, quote unquote fun stuff. Still with me? Good. From here we'll head northeast towards the river. The waters aren't too deep, so we won't have to swim. Alright. Oh yeah, it was not fun. It was not a fun weekend. Thankfully though, things should calm down. At least besides Wednesday, the next 2 weeks, my work schedule is a little light. Thankfully, I need the break. Oh yeah, I've also been working on a relic on my time off too. I should probably move my weapon back over to that. I'm about halfway done with the books. Thank God. I don't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. You're wondering where the tower to the south? It's part of Castellum Vildina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never have missed a chance to rub our noses and rub it in our noses, and do they? Come on, we should keep moving. All right. As you can see, I also fit out whatever I could with the map. I can't go. This is a cliff right here, so I can't go any further down this way. And then obviously I can't cross this bridge until we get to a certain point in the story, so I can't go over there. And there's no other way to get across. And that's... I've got about half of the ether currents. I believe how these areas work are half the ether currents are on one side and the other half are on the other. Good. Alright. Alright. There's a wall here. Sure this is the way? We're here. On the other side of this pass is Rhalger's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there's some sort of trick to this? Indeed. A glamour. Good eye, Y'shtola. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks. Or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Guardians. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Totaro told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. Oh shit. I skipped that last bit of dialogue by mistake. And with a sprinkle of this Damascus dust, all is laid bare. Oh, ain't that convenient. Okay, Rhalger's Reach!
城塞都市アラミゴの守護神破壊と彗星を司る海神ラールガーが舞い降りたとされる伝説の地。海神信仰の聖地ラールガーズリーチは反帝国組織アラミゴ解放軍の活動拠点と化していた。そこで私たちを待っていたのは祖国奪還のために燃える不屈の闘士たちだった。
Now, this music isn't as good as Ishgard's, but I still like this music. You'll forgive us for our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Now, I know you could not come all this way unless you had something important to discuss, and I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. First, before I do that, We got an ether to attune to. It's a nice little area. You know, when we first got here, I thought, because with each new expansion, each little small town that you go to, there's always some sort of form of reconstruction that happens here, like the Ishgard restoration. I always thought this place would get restored in some form or fashion, but it never did. Which is a shame, because I kind of want to see what I was kind of interested to see what this place looked like when it was restored. Oh no. Which also makes you wonder. Oh yeah, see, I can't access, because so unlike in Idleshire, where you can buy like level 70 gear, you can't do that until you actually beat the base story, which is kind of surprising. I didn't think that was I didn't think that was still a thing. Well, I say that because you can buy level 60 gear with Poetics now in Idleshire without having to beat the story. Maybe I have to progress further with this. Get those NPCs to appear. If not, then I had to actually beat the story in order to get those NPCs to appear.
改めて歓迎しますぞ。我らアラミゴ解放軍の拠点にようこそおいでくださった。まずは自己紹介をさせてくだされ。わしはこの拠点に集まる者たちのまとめ役をしておるコンラッド憲夫じゃ。
コンラッド殿、よろしくお願いします。我々は暁の血盟に属す者たち。今日は一つの提案をするためにやってまいりました。ですがその前にまずは礼をさせてください。パパリモや
Shit。
何、お互い様じゃよ。二人には以前から何度も力を貸してもらっておる。リセについての複雑な事情も聞いておるが、気遣いは無用じゃ。
ごめんね、騙すみたいなことをして。
反帝国活動を続けておれば偽名を使うものなど珍しくもないしの。それよりもパパリモ殿のことは惜しいことをしたものじゃ。
うん。でもパパリモのためにもアラミゴを奪還してエオルゼアから帝国を追い出さないといけないって思うんだ。イルベルドが起こしたような悲劇はもう絶対に繰り返しちゃダメだから、私たち自身の手でアラミゴを奪還しなくちゃ。
そうじゃな。わしらの部隊からも鉄仮面の言葉に従って出て行ったまま帰らなかった者たちが大勢出てしもうた。彼らが万神召喚のための贄とされたのだとメナンを通じて暁からの報告を受け取った時には必ずや帝国の支配を打ち砕かねばならんの。
ええ、その通りです。我々暁がここに来た理由もアラミゴ解放に向けた動きをさらに前進させるための提案を届けるため。エオルゼア同盟軍はあなた方アラミゴ解放軍との共闘関係の構築を望んでいます。私たちはその仲介役としてやってきたのです。
お、詳しく聞かせてもらえるかな。なるほど。 提案はよう分かった。強大なガレマール帝国を前に戦力的に劣るわしらとしては、エオルゼア同盟軍の参戦は願ってもないこと。じゃがここで返答をする前に主だった仲間たちと話し合ってから結論を出したいと思う。少しばかり時間をもらえるかの。
もちろんです。
All right. Nice. Look like they agree. Y'all the help we can get. So, it would seem we find ourselves with a Surfeit of free time. Surfeit. Forgive me. You're free to look around Rhalger's reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we'll do just that. Let's make most of this opportunity to assess the resistance's capabilities. Feel free to poke our noses wherever so we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like, Cecila. Why not? I can use a tour guide. Great, let's get started. Alright. I'll bet you think the resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is that we don't even count for half. We've got Hellsguard from all over by the spine here, and plenty of the Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some beastmen, like, well, beast women, I suppose, like that one over there. She's an Anata. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest of them won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep themselves spending all their time crafting. Ananta make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work. But then most don't even know they exist. Fun fact, she said they're all about crafting, but they're not the crafting beast tribe. They're the battle beast tribe. That's enough about them. Anyway, let's take a close look at the statue of Rhalger, shall we? Yeah, in this expansion... Wait. Let me think here. Okay, yeah. Similar to the Heavensward, the Von, like the Von and the Voth, those are the Battle Beast tribes, and the third one, which were the Mughals, for the crafting. So that pretty much follows the same format in this expansion, and the following expansions as well. 2 battle tribes, 1 crafting gathering tribe. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The Breaker of Worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky and led the way to these mountains of Girabania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A Stormblood approaches fast, hell's open, heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. The last part was inscribed on the stone by a monk of the Fist of Rhalger. Ida explained to me, a day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't believe if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through to the end. Sorry, that was a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep going, shall we? Off to the infirmary. Nice little backstory. You can also swim in this water too. This is the infirmary, as you can probably tell. Here is where the resistance healers patched up the wounded and tended to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the costs, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. We can also do mounts in here too. So, Rhalger's Reach is the Idleshire of this expansion. You've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades to when the first Fist of Rhalger was still here. It may look a little different, but works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the settlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. Yeah, design is different. Where's my mender? There you are. Might as well repair my gear while I'm here. Arms, armor, potions, you name it. These folks have got it. The resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything or need anything repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alphino and Alizar here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? This stuff sold a decent amount for Heaven's Word, so I'm wondering how this stuff sells. Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants? They're a bold lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they would be lucky to escape with their lives. 'Tis a gamble, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We finished discussing your proposal and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I've sent someone to fetch ye Stola and Kryl, so if you'd like to follow me... Alright. Alright, Conrad, what's my answer?
待たせてしまってすまないの。ようやく話がまとまったところじゃ。結論から伝えるが、わしらは同盟軍からの提案を受け入れ、共闘関係を結ぶことに決めたよ。じゃが、
ありがとうございます。それで条件というのは？
助力を申し出てくれているというに、条件などというのは心苦しい限りなのじゃが、まず知っておいてもらいたいのはアラミゴ解放軍という組織の性質についてじゃ。ご存知の通り、 解放軍は単一の組織ではなくての、実態は小さな組織の寄り合い所帯に過ぎず、今回の提案を受け入れるのはこの拠点に集う者たち、つまりわしの指揮下にある者たちのみとなる。もちろんわしらと協力関係にある他の部隊にも根回しはさせてもらうがの、全体が集うとは限らないこと、あらかじめ承知してもらいたいのじゃ。
なるほど、事情は理解しました。ひとまずはコンラッド殿に従う部隊が共闘に応じるという形で同盟軍には伝えましょう。
助かるよ。恥ずかしい話じゃが、わしらの部隊にしても鉄仮面の企てに参加するため出て行った者が多くてな。目下組織を立て直すべく奔走しているところなのじゃ。なるべく早く同盟軍との共同作戦を成立させるだけの体制を整えたいとは思っておるが。
じゃあさ、その体制作り私たちにも協力させてくれないかな。本当の意味で仲間になるためにも大事なことだと思うんだ。
願ってもないことじゃ。志を同じくする者の協力をどうして拒むことができよう。わしからもお願いさせてもらいたい。
それなら私とヤシトラの2人で野戦病院の方を手伝うことにしましょう。助けが必要なように見えたから。
では私は一度頂上を越えて戻り、暁に参加している者たちを中心としてアラミゴ解放に参加する意思を持つ義勇兵を集めてこよ
私たちはどうしよっか。
厚かましいがお主らに頼みたいことがある。メナーゴとメフリッドに与えた任務について手を貸してもらいたいのじゃ。
分かった。できることなら全力でやるよ。
Okay. Right then, Managa and Mifri are to be our keepers. Knowing not what they require, one task is as good as the other. Make your choice, Cecila. I will. You're a little late for that. Friend in need. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. Ah, it's all right. And thank you. Now to business. Commander Kim's entrusted me with a formal report to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at best, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well, I'll start joining this. General Aldine commands the forces to Kashmal Ryans. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great! That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out to the Reach. Can I just teleport there? I can teleport all of us there. What about you, Mifrid? At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd meet again in here of all places. Though I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? Of course I remember you. I don't remember you at all. I'm impressed. Given everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in court. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the guy that wanted that that was trying to heal his friend? Put with the antidote or whatever? Suffice to say, we didn't forget about you either. Nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to the little Amigo while Gallion was recovering. It is. Gundabald was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in our little Amigo, others went to Ul'dah for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Giribani and joined Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Oh, that's right. You're from Alagana, aren't you, at least? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can just talk about it on the way. Make our preparations and meet me by the tunnel out to the peaks. Ooh. Alright, well, before I do that, let's go, let's help Manago out. Get that. What is this? Sights of Crimson Dawn? Oh, is this the sightseeing log for Stormblood? Okay, guy. Yeah, sightseeing log. Nago! Got everything you need? Good, then let's be off. Oh, God. Really? They're not... It doesn't want to let me teleport over there. Really? You're making me do it... Yeah, cut it and just go straight to Castrum Orion's, huh? You have to do it this way. Quiet! You hear that? That was a cerulean magic backfiring. Imperials. Ye gods. Yeah, gods, you pre-turn. I cannot say that word. Why can't I not say that word? You have amazing senses. I didn't hear a thing. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern sounds that can mean life or death, be they of a predator or a patrol. When I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single magic armor, wide search pattern, divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Head north. You should. Oh shit. All right. It's so easy to skip dialogue. Alright, so much for those Imperials. Looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out of here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work killing men and women like that, but don't doubt that they did the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened with the wall. Right. Well, if we've rested long enough, we should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. Again, why can't I just tell? Why can't you guys just go straight to Orion's? That'll make this so much easier. I mean, like, you're like right at the doorstep almost. What are you guys doing now? We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces at Castle Orion's were under the command of Flame General Rhalban Alding, did you not? By Rhalger, the Bull Alamigo himself! I never dreamed that I'd have a chance to meet the legend. Oh, now you go straight to Orion's. Sir!
おお、貴様たち。アラミゴ解放軍とは接触できたのか。
ええ、使者を連れてきたわ。彼女はアラミゴ解放軍の一員、メナーゴ。例の提案に対する返答については彼女から。
お初にお目にかかります。アラミゴの猛牛ラウバーン閣下とお会いできて光栄の限りであります。
よしてくれ。ここは闘技場ではなく戦場なのだ。アラミゴ解放のために働く同志として接してもらいたい。
失礼しました。我らアラミゴ解放軍の指揮官コンラッド隊長からの書簡を預かってまいりました。どうかお受け取りください。
ありがたい。こちらの申し出を受けてくださるのだな。組織の立て直しが必要というそちらの事情についても了解した。
はい、書簡にも書いてある通り、鉄仮面の作戦に参加し命を落とした者も多く、人員不足はさらに深刻なものとなっています。それに地元の者たちから同志を募ろうにも相次ぐ作戦の失敗で解放軍の信用に陰りが。
故郷をアラミゴを奪還したいという思いはあっても、命がけの闘争に身を投じるには成功の希望が必要よ。無謀な戦いに誘うのはそれこそ先導というものだわ。
確かにイルベルドのごとき先導者になるわけにはいかん。戦争である以上犠牲はつきものだが、その先に勝利の希望があるのだと示さなければ。
ならば父上、その希望を見せましょう。まずは我々の手で。今の反帝国活動に必要なのは成功体験です。小さな作戦でいい。まず同盟軍と解放軍が協力し、帝国軍の部隊を打ち破ったという実績を作るのです。たとえ小さくとも勝利という事実が希望の灯火を灯すための火種となるでしょう。
確かに帝国軍に勝ったという噂が広まれば、今まで以上に協力者が集まると思います。でもどうすれば。
私に考えがあります。
The man's got a plan. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castle Veladina, namely the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facility near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. Oops. Wrong button! It is our assessment that this armor will be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons? It's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and one or two air support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future deployment. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they'll have their rallying call. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up to fight if they knew they weren't alone, and you were going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly. And so what I propose is simple. We harry the patrols to bait them into bringing the prototype weapons to the east end, where our Resistance allies will take them out from behind. Simple put. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if the field test is imminent. What say you? Assuming the Field Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support this plan. I shall notify my comments at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon. And we are, for our part, will be fighting for the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you are intending to sit this one out. Okay. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's about to change. And when it does, you may be sure we'll be seeing their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate on this operation. Oh wait, hold on. Why does this thing keep shifting around? But from that look, I see it as a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'll be a fool not to use you. Head to the spot on your map right here. A patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Cecila. Okay. What's this? What do you want? Oh, this is for the current. I'll do you later. Now side quests are starting to open up. Lots and lots of them. So as per usual, I'll be doing. I will probably not do all of them, as I didn't do all of them in Heaven's Ward. I got to the point where I just stopped doing them, but I'll do most of them. A couple popped up here and there as I progressed this story, but I'm not going to be too concerned about them. Just so long as I get most of them out of the way. Plus, it's good XP. No, you're alive. So I think this is the... Okay, so I got a story about this one right here. Back when this expansion first came out, oh man, that was something. They had a pretty significant issue with their instance system. No one could get into any kind of instance. It was so messed up. That was an issue that stayed for probably about a couple days, really. So since no one could get because their instance system was full of people, it hit their max capacity, I guess. So back when this first came out, there was a literal line of people that went all the way up to the Castle of Orion's up to Raubon. You can probably still find pictures of it if you search it on Google. It was actually kind of funny, but no one could progress because of that issue. All went to plan then? Good. Our scouts reported that unit escorting the prototype weapons is left Castle Veldina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. So back then you'd hit proceed, and you get like an error message saying like, could not be queued up for this time or something like that. So it was actually kind of funny. Uh-oh, look who it is.
どうにか言い訳できたけど、さすがにまずかっただ。でも、この最新型の窓兵器があれば。
This is also the first time I did Japanese voice acting. Cause up until Shadowbringers, I always used English voice acting. So I've never heard any of these voices in Japanese, and this guy's Japanese voice is kind of funny.
やっぱり月は回ってきてるぞ。お前はカルテノーの時の。今度こそ蹴散らして出世してやるぞ。ほれ、新兵器の威力見せてやるぞ。攻撃開始。
Okay. Adders, flames, deal with the escort. Leave the armor to Cecila. Bugger me, is that General Aldine? A chance to get my revenge on Cecila and test on new weapons and kill an alliance leader. Oh, it doesn't get much better than this. Hurry up and kill the bastards, we got them outnumbered. doing? Give them everything we've got. There's no end to them. If I'm here if you need a healing stencil, I'm good. I'm a white mage. Keep it up, lads. That thing won't last much more. Won't take much more. Enough with secret weapons of great power. Don't wait to bloody well use them. And your guard still says up to something. Not afraid of that. You kidding me? Hey, they got that bulky. Damn it all. Haven't we got everything? Got it? More armor or weapons or something? More of them. I'm gonna have to work with our scouts. God damn, dude, these guys are bulky. This can't be happening, not again! What do you do now, buddy? Hey, you better run. Bitch. He who fights and runs? What the? Who the hells are you lot? Al amigo! Let none escape. Where are you going? We have them now! Forward! Forward! You think you won? Then we go together! Something stuck initiated. 60, 59, 58. Something else. There's no time to get to safety. We must disable it before it blows. I feel like Imperials just stand there cowering in fear. No, my secret weapon! Your secret weapon's no more. Huh.
覚えてやがれ。次会う時がお前の最後だからな。
我らが勝利ぞ。者ども、勝ち時を上げよ。おお。
All right, victory is ours. Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. You didn't seem surprised. The Bull of Alamigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where all it's due, Master Camp. So it was Marshal Tarupin who made this plan, and all of you, resistance and alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I have no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until next battle. Manago, I'll leave the science in your care. We shall return to the castrum then. Cecila, Mistress Lavalier, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until next battle. Sweet! Oh, not you. I've heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. But you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple. Thanks for your help out there. I mean, kinda, yeah, it gets old pretty quickly. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. I mean, the music here is pretty nice. This Guards is probably still my favorite, but when it comes to the smaller towns like Idleshire, Mordona, Rhalger's Reach, I think Rhalger's Reach is probably my favorite when it comes to the smaller towns. Ishgard is definitely my favorite city-state theme. You didn't have to take part in the... Oops. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not account for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smash them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will. For it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by you united heroes to drive the Guardians from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think that the last time Gordanian troops trod the soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Cecila, Alize, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. You're welcome. Alright. This is a good place to stop. So, when we come back, we will head off to Mithried and then be out to Ala Granah and see what needs to be done over there. See if we can't recruit more people. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next part. Later.